The question for young people today is what kind of world will emerge from this period of transition? Just maybe there are still a few lessons to be learned from those of us who passed through the tumult of the Vietnam and civil rights era. Instead of suburban conformity and material success, my generation championed individuality and personal fulfillment. Our hero, Thoreau, told us that if a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to that music which he hears, however measured or far away. The Greeks expressed this thought even more concisely. Become who you are. Become who you are. All too often, this means disappointing one's family, teachers, and others who care about us. Let me consequently urge that you do so only after first exercising due diligence. After all, the old folks bring to bear the wisdom of experience, of age, and should be honored for wanting the best for you. And yet, just imagine how dull life and the world would be if we always followed the wishes of our mothers and fathers. Please don't play it too safe when you're young. You have lots of time to recover from mistakes, and youth should be a time for adventure, not for settling in and opting for security. Nobody likes a young fogey. This is especially true when thinking about how you might want to spend your working life. An unfulfilled vocation, said the French novelist Balzac, drains the color from a man's entire existence. If in your deepest heart you desperately yearn to become a doctor or lawyer or even a hedge fund broker, go for it. Don't let your parents talk you into becoming a poet, painter, or rock musician. They mean well, but you must follow your own bliss, though I would definitely discourage pursuing a career in literary journalism. Above all, bear in mind the iron law of karma. If you step aside from a moment of possibility, you will be forever haunted by its unrealized specter. That said, each of you will nonetheless be faced with having to earn a living. Within a few years, you will have your own bills to pay for food and lodging, for car, for life insurance, possibly for childcare, and you will need a job. Given this dire prospect, you may again find yourself tempted to follow a safe, established path, to be, as they say, practical. In college, you might major in business or finance and go on to acquire an advanced degree or MBA, and eventually land a position at some white shoe law firm or upscale bank or medical practice. All fine and dandy, maybe. Then again, maybe not. Perhaps 30 years from now, some evening as you down your third martini at the country club, you'll realize that you have it all, as the world deems success, and that it means next to nothing to you, and that you'd really much rather be the young groundskeeper happily whistling as he waters the 18th hole instead of a respected and slightly flabby clubman slowly getting drunk and peering out at the now empty fairways as the darkness falls. No doubt I exaggerate a bit. It's been known to happen. But I like what the French writer about China, Simon Leys, once said. Whoever feels in the end that he had a successful life must not have been aiming very high in the first instance. I urge you to aim high. In the words of your headmaster, Byron Hulsey, seek out a moral purpose for your life, a noble cause that will outlast you, and one to which you can surrender yourself in service to something bigger than you'll ever be. And don't be obsessed by grades, outcomes, bottom lines. G.K. Chesterton paradoxically but rightly pointed out that if a thing is worth doing, it's worth doing badly. I'd go further and reiterate that you really should make lots of mistakes. In the words of Cardinal Newman, it is a rule of God's providence that we succeed by failure. You'll never know what you can do until you try to do too much. And maybe you'll surprise yourself. Thank you.